So if I were to give you guys this equation that you're already used to, y equals 2 times x, you guys would know that this would be a proportional relationship, so our first dot would have to go at the origin. In the k spot, we have the value 2. K equals 2, which is really 2 over 1. So y is changing by 2, x is changing by 1. So if I were to start right here in the origin, like what we're used to, I would need to go up 2 spaces when x goes 1. Y goes up 2, x goes over 1. And we could keep going and we would get our straight line, which we can kind of visualize here. That's the review stuff. That's the thing that we already know. But what happens when we have a equation that is in fact linear, but it doesn't pass right here through the origin? So I'm going to use the same exact coordinate plane that I had before. I'm going to touch it up just a little bit. I'm going to use our slope-intercept form here. So I am going to go ahead and show you guys that we're going to use y equals 2x plus 1. Now you'll notice that this is very similar to what we were just doing, but instead of y equaling 2x, it now says plus 1. So instead of starting right at the origin like we would want, we would need to think about, okay, this is linear because it's in slope-intercept form, but I have a value here that's telling me it's not passing through the origin. So what would be the spot that my graph, I would be able to start it from? So we know that this is really the same as our COP. That's just telling us how is the graph changing. This piece right here is telling me where to start my graph, our y-intercept. So I have plus 1. Plus 1 literally means a positive 1. So my slope-intercept form is telling me that right here where our b is, that is our y-intercept. So the value of the y-intercept is positive 1. So if I go over here to my y-axis, I need to find plus 1, which is right here. And that is going to be where my graph intercepts that y-axis at positive 1. Now I can look, here's my slope value. It is 2, or what you guys are familiar with as being COP. So I have 2, which is the same as 2 over 1. Remember, that is how y is changing over how is x changing. So y is going to go up 2, x is going to go over 1. We always work to the right. So I'm going to erase this stuff and we're going to go ahead and do that. Instead of starting at the origin, our point is over here at the ordered pair of 0, 1. So I'm going to go up 2 over 1. Then again, I'm going to go up 2 over 1. So if I were to connect my points, I do have the idea of the straight line. However, it's not going to be passing through the origin this time. So my graph is linear, it's a straight line, but my graph is not proportional because it is not passing through the origin.